This is a Chuki beat production. This is a Chuki beat. This is a Chuki beat production. This is a Chuki beat production. This is a Chuki beat production.
Yo, what's going on, guys? What is going on? We're about to kick it off here. My friends. We're gonna have a good time on Ambush here. Feel free to join in whenever, guys. We might do a bit of hide and seek later on today as well, so let me know what you guys think about that, and we'll jump straight into the glitches within about 2 minutes from now. Alright, let's get it going, boys. Let's get it going. We're finally now on. Let's get this thing going. Don't show this again. Why does that keep popping up? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. You know what it's all about. Alright, so basically, a lot of you guys have been asking, where's all the live glitches at? Where are they all at? We want to see the new live glitches after the patches 1.0.10. Now, 1.0.10 patches, I'm sorry to say, but a lot of mantle glitches are patched. You can't do them the same way you did them before. So there's new ways to do mantle glitches, and there are a few different ways you can do different things, which is kind of cool in some ways, I guess. It's not the exact same as you may think it is, but it's still pretty cool, right? So, I mean, we're going to try our best to get as many of here as possible. If the mic sounds a little bit off, or if it's not balanced with the music, let me know in the comments down below, guys. That would be absolutely amazing. Without further ado, guys, if you guys ever want to join my games on PSN, my name is Stormy-220, and you guys can join in whenever. So, we're going to kick it off already. Let's get this going. Let's get some glitches going. You guys missed a lot of these glitches, I'm presuming. We're going to try and get as many as we can for you here. And for some reason, the Elgato's got no sound coming through. But that's not too worried about. So we're going to join in on the Marines, because there's a load ton of glitches on this side of the map. And I want to try and get down as many as possible for you guys. As many as you guys know, there are a load ton of glitches that you guys may have known before or not have known. So that's something you should definitely look up for. So, I mean, we're on the wrong team. Okay, decent. First, good try in. So we got the bomb on this team. And obviously, you get the custom class glitch that still hasn't been patched. If you still don't know how to do it properly, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll help you out as much as I can. And without further ado, guys, if you guys haven't got any of the camos like Prism from Daybreak or the other one, you can get it in custom games without even unlocking it. So use your advantage to using them in like kind of games. It looks pretty nice. I like it. It looks pretty good. So here's how it works. When you're in S&D doing this glitch, you can't get health regen when you do it that way. So let's just check if we have health regen really quick. Okay, yeah, we're fine. We're fine, guys. Alright, so basically, let's start from this side actually. So we're on old school, as always, guys, and a lot of you guys have been asking a lot of glitches, like saying, oh, how do you get to the different spots? Like, yeah, you just gotta mantle up from there, from that corner. You guys can get up here, and you know, it's just the old kind of glitch spots that you guys can get to. So most of them are originally called 4-1s, but a lot of them are slightly different compared to the original, as they patched them. And something I've recently took note of is that shipment games are now being watched over by Raven Studios. So I mean, if you attempt to do 24/7 shipment all day and nothing else, they're gonna probably take action on your account and probably reset you. But without further ado, guys, you can do a lot of glitches. So with this pole here, as you guys may know, if I actually stand right up against this thing, you can literally go right through the outside edge. So you can't get on that one, really, unfortunately. But that wouldn't be really good of a hiding spot now, would it? So we're going to try and get as many as we can here. And if you guys want to know what stick layout or button layout I use when I play like strafe running and hide and seek games, I actually play bumper jumper tactical. The reason being is because your right stick is crouch and then L1 is jump. So I mean, it's the easiest way to look, turn, and jump at the same time, and also it gives you that better accuracy to strafe run, if you will. So the first glitch is actually really hard. You have to be really good at RPG strafing, as far as I know. And I actually saw this one down by the orange guy. So this one's pretty nice. But you gotta strafe over to these poles here, little coils. So you gotta like turn, and you need 20 sensitivity for this glitch to work. You cannot do it on 4 or 8 or 12. You must have 20 sensitivity or 16 to 20, roughly around that stage. And then you just gotta jump up there. But it's like one of the hardest RPG strafes ever done, for such a very small, like thin crust of a wall, if you know what I mean. Like, if you look at the walls, they're really not thick enough or long enough to do the strafe. So you really need that 20 sensitivity and try and get it first try. So that's really what you gotta look out for there. Unfortunately, you can't get underneath the pipes right here by the tank to capture deep flag anymore. They patched that immediately because it was really bad, and it took events really easily because of the fact that you can just get many kills. So anyway, on ambush, over here, you can actually do a bounce jump. I'm not exactly sure how people do it, but you gotta like jump once, jump a second time. If you look here at this wall, you kind of slide down, right? So if you jump up on this wall, slowly walk backwards, you can see where it slides here. Like right there, you want to land about right there, and you'll bounce about just a little bit higher than that wall. But I mean, it's nothing cool, it's just a little bounce jump, you know. It's nothing really spectacular or cool at all. Another really cool spot you guys can come to online if you wanted is actually the RPG jump on top of this pole. I mean, it is the highest point on the map, pretty much. You can't go any higher. You gotta jump crouch on top of this, because if you see, I'm actually spamming the jump button here. I can't go any higher, so this is the highest point on the map, and you can cover up pretty much the whole map. You can hit some trick shots off here if you wanted, to be honest. I wouldn't be a big fan of hitting off here though, but there you go. That's pretty much a trick shot spot if you want to hit one there, if you will. Another cool spot that you guys can hide in hide-and-seek games is up here. Now, I wouldn't say they're not all glitches, guys. Some of them are spots because you can get knifed easily and it doesn't take a set of instructions. So a lot of these spots are found by previous guys like the Orange Guy, Solo Jumper, COD Jumper, which is back in the original COD 4. Jesus, that guy found every bounce jump known to man. So yeah, there you go. So you can hide here. This is not really a glitch, just a nice hiding spot that you guys can go to, if you will. Now, I remember in the original COD 4 there used to be a wall breach in this room. If you remember it very well, you would actually come over here onto this truck, come over here, and if you were low-key enough, you would jump on this wall, and then you can just walk right through. It was the weirdest glitch that ever happened, and till then, they've never actually managed to allow it back in the game, unfortunately. So another glitch that you guys can do, again, back at the same spot, just come up here. And if you want to look at the easy way to get up, you actually just jump and look at the spot. Like, it's so simple. You can almost do it first try every time. And it's not actually this little window ledge you're looking to jump at. It's actually that little ledge right there you guys can get up on. So now, again, this one you can do it on 4 sensitivity easily, no way. Very easy to do, and it doesn't take much to do. So all you gotta do is strafe over there, and you guys can get in a spot. It doesn't take much. It's not really much of a strafe. I mean, you can sprint jump it if you can crouch jump in midair as well, but strafing is so much easier for me. And it also depends if you're better at left or right strafing. Again, I'm a better left strafer than a right, so it makes it so much easier, and most of the glitches are left anyway. So yeah, you can hide here. Absolutely amazing spot. Now, originally you can walk out there. You can actually jump up on the wall and just jump out the map if you wanted. That was the best part about the old COD 4 as well. So if you come up here, there actually used to be a glitch here. If you remember this MG over here, the original COD 4, you used to jump in here, okay? And originally, to piss people off, you would actually get on top of this wall. And I'll tell you why in a minute, because it's the most overused glitch back in the original COD 4 on this map on S&D. Because you can come up here, and basically you'd be able to stand on top of this ledge and just use the MG up there. And the moment the player saw you using the MG, you just hold square and you're back up there, and it's like, okay, he's teleported. That's some weird glitch, you know. So that wasn't very much of a used spot. Now, a lot of my spots I have used in hide and seek, like coming up here, hiding. It's not really good right hiding spot, but no one's gonna look in the obvious spots. So that's something you really gotta look for. Like, poor him hit over here, and he was like, okay, scratch that, because they're gonna be right there and gonna run over there and look immediately. No, not a lot of people will look in the obvious spots, but if you look at the people that attempt to do obvious spots all the time, you're more likely gonna hide in the best glitches. So that's why they always hit in glitch spots. But now that so many people expect so many people to do the best glitches, it's so fairly known that you ain't gonna get anywhere in the game unless you hide in a good spot, like simple, like jumping out like this. I mean, this you just jump into a death bar and hey, I mean, hey, you can't get back in the map. but it's a death bar spot, so I mean, why not use it? But no game got found within like 10 seconds, so that was kind of useless, right? So another spot you guys can actually get to. Now, this is very hard for right strafing. You have to be very, very good at right strafing because you gotta go up the hill and around, or if you're feeling a little bit sick lately, you can actually crouch onto this line here and do it here, but still that's another 20 sensitivity for right strafing. So if you're a right strafer, I prefer doing the left and then curling back out to the right again. But again, this is just the left, and you gotta do it from the highest point. That's why I prefer doing left. And you can get right on there. And wow, I completely missed that. But you can actually get up there, and it's again the highest point in the map, which makes it very easy for a lot of people. But you can get up there. For some reason, I just can't do it right now. Once you get used to doing RPG jumps, like just keep repetitively going back and forth like this motion, and then start doing the strafe motion, but instantly pull back. I mean, RPG is literally just a jump and shoot, or a shoot jump, and then the opposite for strafe running. So you shoot and then jump. That's where a lot of people go wrong. I was actually playing hide and seek earlier, 5 at night, so it was roughly about 2 in the American time zone. Roughly around there, so I mean, it's not that bad. But it was fun. It was nice seeing all you guys come out and play hide and seek, and I actually do enjoy it. So again, another hiding spot on this side. You can actually come up over here and do it this way to get inside. Not very many people know that, so there you go. Nice little tip. Again, a right strafe, and oh my god, that was the worst right strafe I've ever seen. Let me just change this back to tactical just to make it easier. So now X is my jump and crouches again. Still the right stick, which makes it easier. And there you go, you can get it right in. So I mean, strafe running is easier with bumper jump or tactical, but strafe jumping is easier with tactical. Depending on how big the strafe is, you gotta do. So the shorter it is, the easier it is on a higher sensitivity. Like that one, for instance, that'd be so much easier to do on a smaller sensitivity compared to others. And again, you can jump from there to there on the core. And so many people find it so hard. It's like, why can I not do it? I can't do it. It's actually easy. You just gotta come up here on core. It's the easiest way to get up here. And when you get stuck here, you actually come right up to the corner, jump up, move to the left, come up here. Then you gotta jump up here without getting hit by any bullets. Jump over here. Jump over here, and again over here, and then once you're here, you just gotta do a small strafe jump into here, and then boom, you're in this building here. Now, originally, in COD 4 again, you could either get all the way up on top of this palm tree, because there was no sky barrier, basically, or this palm tree here. Now, this one you can walk right through, so that's death barrier. I don't know if you can still get on top there. I recommend it would be a shotgun jump up there. Other than that, no idea how you would get up, so yeah, not very good spot. Another good spot, guys, is you can actually come into these little areas, hide in corners, stuff like that. You can hide in these corners, and that's actually a really good spot for getting some nice trick shots on. And if you're on core, come up here and then do a really small strafe jump onto that ledge right there that's sticking out the most. You know, guys will get up first try. Or if you can't get up first try, you just gotta keep practicing strafing. I mean, it doesn't take long, but you guys will make it up to here. It's just really hard to get a time to jump perfectly, otherwise you won't really get up. And then again, you can jump over here, jump in this area and here, and no one's gonna really notice you, but a lot of people are gonna look in these spots immediately. Like, if you play the map constantly, hide and seek, and they know the spots, they just know you're gonna go there, so you wanna find a new spot, right? So I mean, yeah, you can feel a bit low-key, jump in the tree here. Now, a lot of our friends have actually tried doing a secret little glitch here, getting on top of this pole, but you can't sprint jump off of the tree at the highest point for some reason, and you just can't seem to get up. So it's either an RPG or something similar, like a RPG shotgun jump or a knife RPG to get up there. I don't know, maybe it's just a barrier in there and you're not actually supposed to get up there, but still it would be one sick spot to get into, like this. I mean, it would just be so sick if you could get up there and, I don't know, go somewhere up on top of the roof, like on that ledge there. That would be pretty cool. And then, you know, you just gotta vary out glitches and you'll find them pretty easy. Another spot, guys. Now, a lot of people find this one really hard, although it is an easy spot to spot because all you can see is the people's feet down there. You have to actually jump to get their feet for some reason because it's a sliding glitch. Because if you don't hit the right spot, you can see you slide off it, right? So you gotta land right on the pole at a specific spot. And the easiest way is to come off here and do a small right strafe onto it. Again, I'm not the perfect right strafer, but you will get up there and you can just hide right in that corner, tucked in. No one's gonna see you. Now, if you're on shotgun jumping, you guys can come up here. You can either do the RPG from this side, from the furthest pole, which is not really smart, but the second pole, which is all the way up to there, or if you feel like taking the easy route, instead of taking a little bit of a left strafe, come right up to this wall, hug it, back up a bit so you can see your RPG, instead of like seeing the whole entire wall, back up so you can see the actual RPG, like about here, and then stand back. And then just do a small sprint jump. And why did I just pull up that flash? I have no idea. And you guys will get up just like that. It is the easiest way to get up there so that you can do it every time. Now, if you're doing the shotgun jump, you need someone to stand literally all the way here. Stand 1, 2, and 3. Once the guy's there, the guy's going to shotgun jump you up there, and you guys can get on top of this, you know, ledge. Not on the roof completely, but on the ledge. And you're at the highest point, which is kind of cool because a lot of us wanted to find a spot somewhere out here, but it seems you can't get out there at all. But again, guys, if you don't know how to do another RPG, all you gotta do is come out here, back up a bit, pull the RPG trigger, and then back up, and you guys can do it. So you just gotta pull the trigger. As soon as you pull it, do the sprint jump or the strafe, whatever it is you're doing. You'll always get it. Now, something you may have just noticed what I just did there is you can actually get on top of that windowsill, but again, you're easy to be knifed compared to this one. I mean, you can knife from this here, right here, and just knife them through that wall if they're hugging it by proning. That's where you gotta crouch in there. But again, some people just can't get the strafe right or the sprint RPG, and that's what a lot of people struggle with the most, the RPGs. I've noticed that quite a lot. So I got many more glitches. Oh my god, Jesus. This map is like pretty known for glitch haven back in COD 4 original, if you guys remember it. And come back up here, grab another RPG. Again, on solo, you can't really do it, or not solo, core or even standard. You can just jump up here, but on core, you gotta come up here, all the way on top of this like head glitch sniping spot, if you remember. And you gotta stand back. You can't go all the way back because you just fall dead. So you gotta stand back just a tad. Turn around over here and then just jump RPG, and you guys will get up immediately. And it is a pretty nice spot. I don't see how this would be exploiting at all because you're honestly just on a jump spot to get up here, and it's still in the map. And the way to get exploiting is to be out the map and using it to your advantage. This is not out the map, this is still in the map, so I don't see how you can get reported for this, but hey ho, we'll just roll with it, right? Another spot you guys can go to is actually the tree here. Not very many people know about this tree, but you can get on it. It's not the best tree, because you can be knifed, I think, you can be knifed from here. So that's a disadvantage point again, but you gotta come up to the top floor to get in it. I mean, if you're able to prone in there somehow, you're not gonna be seen, but you can get in there. I was able to prone in that tree over there last time, but I can't remember how I did it the first time. So yeah. Do you know how to get a lot of parts fast, like salvage parts? It really depends on game modes and what you're better at playing. So if you're more of a competitive player, which is like headquarters, search and destroy, stuff like that, like team play, or either domination, like extreme team play, then you gotta look at what you're best playing at. But I mostly find salvage parts easier to get when you're playing domination a lot. Jumping back and forth from like shipment, bog, maps like those, because you can get your sniper regal done easy. Anything that can get your challenges done pretty quick and stuff like that. I recommend Bog constantly if you want to get regal snipers pretty quick as well. But Search and Destroy definitely is one of my favorites for getting salvage, because even though the games are long, you still get the salvage pretty quick. So that's my recommendation. Not that I know of many things, but yeah, you guys can get in these trees. Now, this is something Poor Him got into in No Game's game. Unfortunately, I didn't see that in the game, but a lot of people have said it. Now, I don't know if Poor Him did find this, but although again, if you go back in the original COD 4, a lot of people are just going to look up the old COD 4 glitches or COD Jumper and look at all the glitches and attempt to find a new way to get in them, obviously. Now here's the little part that goes wrong when you're actually doing this tree glitch. You have to do the RPG jump to get in this one here, but then you can just jump into these ones. You can't really move much once you're in these ones though, because you're stuck. But the thing is, here's the catch. When you're doing this, you got to pull the RPG, and as soon as you pull the trigger, you got to sprint jump up into it. So you're thinking, oh, is my RPG going to hit the tree, or is it going to go around the tree? You want to try and get it roughly off the tree, but in the tree. It sounds ridiculous, but it works. It really does. And it was one of the hardest glitches to master at first, but you just got to keep putting your crosshair off the tree. So like if you look at right at the edge of the tree, you should be fine without jumping. Oh my god. But you should be able to get in pretty quickly and efficiently. Like, as you can see there, like, the moment there, I thought it was patched, and I was like, okay, it's definitely not patched. You just gotta hit the right jump time, because if you don't hit it, you're not gonna bypass the little sky bar that's there for you to do. So, it is a little bit of a sky bar, but it's not really a sky bar, if you know what I mean. It's just a little patched area that they didn't really work on very well. So that's Raven Studios for you there. But this is personally the best glitch in all of Ambush, because not very many people can get into it, unfortunately. So that's a disadvantage to people that can't RPG at all. Because the only way to knife you up there is the RPG. So sadly, you can't just jump up onto these fences and knife you. Well, actually, maybe from this one if you're a bit lucky, but I mean, still that's pretty high up. So I mean, you're not really gonna get that person. But as far as coming to this one, yeah, you're getting knifed. Just come up here and just jump and knife them, you know? But if you're in this one, you're not gonna get knifed at all. I can't believe I'm missing this. I did it earlier. That's the thing about Showdown as well, it's all about perfect timing on the RPGs. You can see I'm just hitting off the tree. You gotta get in the perfect spot, the right timing, everything. It's kind of annoying to do actually. You can see I've got the bomb, so I don't get health regen, which is a complete disadvantage for this glitch. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. So now we're just gonna run over here now, grab the RPG, but without grabbing the bomb, because that would be very bad. How am I not getting this? That was a bit too early, way too early.
This is a Chuki Beat production.
Yeah, you can see there, I got in it, but the RPG pushed you out. So that's what I was talking about earlier. You gotta shoot the RPG, but you gotta curve into it. So that's what makes it hard to get in this glitch, because you have to curve the RPG and not hit the tree, because the moment you hit the RPG off the tree, you just bounce out. It's similar to the one on Backlot. If you don't know the one on Backlot, you gotta practically RPG jump through a sign, and you can go right through the sign. But the RPG or bullets, whatever it is, they can still hit the trees and signs and stuff like that that you can go through, which is kind of frustrating, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Again, it's not letting me jump. It's not letting me jump. I don't know why it's not doing that sometimes. I mean, you could try it this way. Okay, probably not. I guess it is kind of dependent where you're doing it from. Slightly dependent. Not entirely, but slightly. Wow. I will get this. Yeah, okay, so that's the spot you can't jump at when you're doing RPGs. I don't know why. It does it in similar maps like Crossfire. There's a certain spot you can't RPG in. Same with Pipeline. There's a certain spot you can't stand up in, so it prevents you from doing it. So roughly around here is where you can't jump in RPG. I don't know why that is. They've like put a barrier in the way. Some of the maps have this similar problem in different ways, so just look out for those. Try not to hit them, and you guys will be golden, if you will. So, the easiest way to look for this glitch is to look at the tree, because each tree has a different way that the root bends, if you will, or the branches. So this tree is bending slightly more out to the right, so you gotta kind of jump this way. There you go. So you guys can get up there. You gotta do it from a slight angle, but not a perfect angle, and you can get in the tree. And I'll show you again, guys, just so you guys can do it. Again, practice makes perfect, right? Not everybody's best at the game. No one's better than anyone. It's just perfect practice, you know. It makes complete sense. Oh, then again, there are better players in some way or form, but they're not entirely better, if you get what I mean. Everyone has a certain limit, and everyone can improve in some way or form. I'm just gonna grab the 3 RPGs because it makes it so much easier for me. So much easier. Come on. Come on. Give it to me. That's so strange how you can get in it one time, but then you can't the next. Like, I don't get that. There you go. Okay. So, if you lined yourself up exactly where I'm standing right here, turn it exactly 360, you're actually in line with that right there, that piece of metal of the tire, the edge of it. So the edge of that would be that piece of cardboard. See where that? I'll zoom in on it for you guys. See where that writing is? That's basically where you want to be. And I was actually originally standing here. So it was a slight curve, but it's not entirely a curve. So if you look here, you can jump to either one of these palm trees. And I didn't jump. Wow. No way. That was ridiculous. But you guys can get in those RPGs and... RPGs? Trees. And they're one of the coolest spots in the game for any of them, because these kind of trees, you're not getting seen unless the sun shines on you. That's the only thing that will make you get seen when you're in hide and seek games, when the sun shines off your body. That's how No Game found a couple of people in the trees, like poor him when he was on backlot, that tree glitch as well. So yeah, there's a lot of tree glitches that not very many people notice, that are actually implemented in the game by accident. But back in their old CODs, they put glitches there for a reason, because there was slight Easter eggs. But now the Easter eggs are similar to the ones where you just can't get in them, you know. So there you go. You guys can get in the palm tree. Now you can't really move much, because if you slightly walk out too far, you're gonna fall off. It's literally a branch glitch, but there you go. That's pretty much all of the glitches now in Backlot. If you can find many more, that would be interesting. Now, the only other glitch that I would use in this video is actually purposely used for a hide and seek game. But yeah, you guys can get up in there every time. Again, just look up for the RPG spots. And one of the spots I was trying to get in on my hide and seek video, if you haven't seen it, I suggest you go see it. It's pretty funny what happens at the end. But basically, I was coming up here in this room, and you gotta jump and crouch on these shelves, right? And it may seem hard, so you gotta jump, crouch, and then it kind of seems annoying. But if you look just there, my screen goes white. Now the thing is, I would tell you the secret what it actually does, but you actually wall breach in a secret room. And I've seen this in the original COD 4. That's why I was trying to do it so hard, because it's a jump and turn into this corner here, and you guys can get out the map. It's so weird, but I just laid down prone there the whole video. They thought I was playing on the map, and the seeker spawned right here. I was shitting myself. I was like, there's no way he hasn't just found me straight away, because he was standing here shooting his shotgun away, like coming at us, like when you start the game. He couldn't find us. A full game, he couldn't find me. And you would expect someone to look there immediately in any of the houses, to be honest. But you guys can jump up here as well. Another kill spot. So yeah, that's basically almost every single glitch I've used, except for one more, which is actually a harder strafe, because you gotta come up here and you just gotta kind of do a zigzag off of it. It seems impossible, but it's not. I agree. But yeah, that's basically all the glitches now, guys, on Ambush. So hopefully they help you out to any extent. If you're trying to find hide and seek spots, hopefully they've helped you out a lot. If not, then I don't know what to tell you guys, but good luck for Ambush. And there will be more maps as well. If you guys want any more maps, like any glitches that you guys don't know, or tutorials on how to do glitches, very well detailed and explained, I will try my best to do so. Because I've known a lot of people like poor him, they don't really explain it, they just say, I'll see you when you get up there, or when I get up there, and they don't really tell you how to perfect it the right way. As there's a glitch to get out the map on Zombies in Spaceland on Infinite Warfare, and I did it first try every time. It's just so easy to do it first try. It's just where you look with the crosshairs. All you gotta perfect. It's the crosshair stance and everything else. And a lot of people still don't know how to get on the Purim pillars. I just call him that because he's like the only guy that can pretty much get up first try almost every time, basically. But I can almost get up there every time. It's just a matter of perfecting it, playing it a lot, and knowing where your crosshair lineup is. If you're doing, I used to do the Purim pillars straight to the pillar, but now I seem to do the lamppost way a lot more. So I mean, maybe that's more of the popular side for me now. But I mean, everybody's different, right? So I mean, you just gotta practice which way you're better at, left or the right strafe, and you guys will figure out which one to do in the meantime. If you're great at doing both, that's fantastic. You guys can do all the glitches, no problem. But if you're lacking a little bit of RPG jumps, all I can tell you right now is, see this spot here, right here, just keep practicing doing this, and you guys can just keep doing it. If not, and you're fine with strafing and you can't do sprint jumps, I mean, all you gotta do is just pull, jump, sprint jump, even, and you guys will get them. It's very basic movements that need to be mastered. That's just about it. I learned most of my RPGs, like, back in previous CODs, like, I would just come up here, back up a bit, or walk forward a bit, grab an RPG and just jump up. It's like the easiest way. And some people don't notice the differences. Some people think sprint jumping with RPGs is where you jump, then shoot. But if you realize, when you're in air, you still have to do the aiming animation, which is what actually gives you the time to do the RPG itself. So, a jump RPG is just this. I mean, sure, yeah, you saw me do it the other way, where you can just tap it like this, then jump. But if you're doing a proper RPG, you aim like this, then jump. And you can see I hit my head because I'm right up against the wall, so I'm gonna back up a bit, jump, and then RPG. And you guys will get up. But it's actually easier to do it this way, so shoot, then jump, instead of aiming and jump, unless you're literally exactly against the ledge that you're getting up on, and there's no barriers that stop you from hitting your head or whatever. It has to be something that's just a basic, say, I want to get on this ledge, so you just RPG up. I mean, that's just how you learn. It's all about learning the game, practice it, and then the more practice you do, even though if you get pissed off at it and you can't do it, you've been doing it for hours, because trust me, I did the block Strafe RPG for about 6 hours straight until I got it mastered, and it took so long to do, but it was worth it in the end, guys, and you guys will get used to it very easily. Trust me, I assure you, guaranteed. But yeah, guys, that's backlot, ambush, and we'll jump into another map for you guys, just so you guys can actually know some more spots that you guys can get used to. So let's go ahead and find a good map that you guys might use to your advantage. Speaking of which one would you like to see of the most glitches? Because that would be interesting to see what you guys want to see. A map that would help you to your advantage, obviously. Specifically. So you got a lot of maps. Until these maps come out, I don't know what's gonna happen. To be honest, I want to try the bounce jumps in Chinatown as soon as I get the map. Creek, I want to try the wall breaches, because there's 4 wall breaches and 2 bounce jumps that I know that are godly. The rock on the picture on the right here, that you're looking at straight away on the little edge piece, you jump into it, and then it's similar to the Modern Warfare 2 one, where you get attacked nuking in like about 2 minutes of just sitting there in ground war, but they patched it obviously, but it was really cool to get attack nukes that quick, just by sitting at the bottom of the map, which was ridiculous because the people would spawn like left and right, because you're like in the middle of the map, but you're not at the very bottom, but like pretty close. So like here's one spawn here, you're right here, like you're perfectly in the middle, but at the bottom middle, if you know what I mean. So it was one of the best spots. A lot of people don't know how to do wet works. That's one thing. Wet works is like, this is almost a 20 sensitivity, but you don't need 20 sensitivity. You just need to sprint up and a kind of a weird zigzag jump onto it. The chances of doing it without RPGs is minimal, maybe about a 5% chance you'll get on it, unless you mastered this so many times you would get on it. You can get on top of the map basically without any RPGs. It's just really hard to do without RPGs, in my opinion. Strike, you can get on most of these lamp poles. They just require very small jumps from the, what do you call those things? Things that come off the edge of the building. Sewer gauntlets or whatever you want to call them. Anyway, you jump off one of those and it's like this much off the sky bar and you gotta be really close to it. Like, that's so close, but you can still make it. Daybreak, there's actually 2 God mode glitches. 2 God mode glitches. And a hovering spot and a tree glitch. I found the tree glitch as soon as the map came out. There was a stream on it, I believe. If you haven't seen it, it's based on the variety map packs being shown, and the Daybreak map and the new weapons as well. So that's something to look out for. Alright, the bomb is SES. Okay, cool. Let's kill ourselves here. The reason why I have Jug is just for RPGs, but then again, I put the health up for a reason. Now, this was the first map I attempted for mantles, straight after the patch. So you can't mantle from this side anymore, right here. What happens is, instead of hitting off the player's head, you actually just slide right off them. You can't get on the head, there's like a barrier. So what you need to do is get the player to be standing on this side of it. It sounds weird, but you need them to crouch once and stand up. That's all you gotta do. And it sounds stupid, but once they've done it, you just jump, bang, and you're back up there again. And it's not hard, it's pretty easy. And you got your Irish music if you want to listen to that. You got your Irish trucks and everything, because why not? But that's nothing what we want to see right here. So let's go ahead and jump to the spots. So they have patched maybe 1 or 2 spots, but there's not really any spots like this. Is the bounce jump on the original COD 4. Excuse me. And so there's the one back up there by the truck. Now here's the one thing I miss. You can't go from the bomb and onto the side of this pole, sadly. And you can't do it from the back either, which is kind of suckish. Now the one thing I looked at was this tree. Oh, the tree height. Yeah, perfect. Turns out you can't make that distance. And if you come over here, you guys can kind of walk inside here. And if you jump, you land on an invisible ledge. And you can walk up, and you're almost hovering on this metal sheet, and then you stand on the wall. You come around this side of the wall, you're on the wall, but the moment you get to here, right here, you fall off. See that wall there? That's where you can go to. It's stupid. You can't really go anywhere else other than that spot. So what I was thinking was maybe there was a new glitch to get on top of you. I've tried so many different ways. You jump up on the ladder, and you used to get on this roof back in the original COD 4 as well. So I was thinking, oh yeah, maybe let's just try this. Nope, can't get on top of it. This sky bar is way too high. She must have been a height like this to do this, and the amount of times I've tried this, guys, you can't do it. So unfortunately, you can't do that glitch. This tree here, so many people were confused about this because Purim got on that tree. I'm not sure how we jumped on that one, but on this one, you just jump into it. There's nothing to it, guys. You don't get RPG, you don't get a strafe jump or anything. You just jump into it. Well, a little bit of a sprint, but still, you just jump into the tree. And if you actually back up a bit, or walk forward enough, you can prone. The only bad thing is on this map, you're as clear as daylight. They can see you no matter what. So, I mean, not really going to be useful unless that third person's really that stupid. He just awkwardly sees someone, but he doesn't see you and he just runs by you. Like, just going to check up here. He's going to look left, he's going to look around, and he doesn't look up high enough to look directly or whatever, and he's just going to jump that way, or he's just going to jump over here and immediately think, oh, there's a guy on the roof, so let's go on the roof.
This is a Chuki beat.
So we're gonna go on the roof, and then he's gonna jump up. Oh my god, that was horrible, absolute horrible. So we're gonna jump up here, and yeah, there's grass. There's gonna be nice hiding spots, like maybe just laying the vines here, because that's a nice spot. And there's an Easter egg right here too, if you haven't noticed it. There's a pot of gold. But yeah, to get on the Modern Warfare 2 terminal, it's the same thing as here. Just jump up from the left or the right. But except this is much higher. But basically, yeah, it's about this height. So you just jump up, move to the right or left. But in Modern Warfare 2, you had to jump crouch until you got on. It's kind of annoying. But I don't remember seeing these chimneys here. I don't really even remember seeing them on the original Downpour. You guys can get up here. Meh, not really much of a hiding spot. Come to the chimneys. You can walk right through them. That's I don't even know how you can mess this up, guys. Honestly, it's their fault. Because this is God mode. Whatever you do, you can shoot out of it. By all means, all you want. And you only can't shoot bricks. but I mean, if they made a full brick wall, like see these all ones sticking out, that's the ones that you can't shoot through. But other than that, you can shoot through it. So, good job, Raven. You messed up another spot, and you couldn't really just get straight. So that's a nice spot. Now, the only reason is, you can do it on this one as well. But the floor isn't visible, but you can just lay down if you get in the perfect spot, roughly about here. You can just lay down, no one's gonna find you, and actually it's slightly to the left more, and they won't find you. But your body is more likely to stick out. Good. Yawning, I don't know why. Anyway, you come up here, you guys can actually slightly peek through. This would be absolutely insane if you can get up here. The only thing is, for core, I don't think you can actually get on the roof on core. Unless, because like maybe your jump's about half my height, so you would have to do that. And then with the second, I mean, you can just jump up here with the next one. If you can't jump this in core, I would be very depressed. But hey, you can get up here in core if you can RPG that first spot. And in order to jump the last one, you would have to kind of jump to the edge, like I said earlier, depending on your strafe. So you would sprint straight to the very edge, like I mean the very edge. So you'd be, yeah, exactly like that. I don't think you can get on that. No, you can't get on the windows, sadly. But if you can't do that, guys, on core, just try and just do that if that works for you, and then you just get a sniper. Chill up here, you guys can shoot all the way to the barn. I've seen someone get on top of the barn, but you need a shotgun jump to do it. If you guys want to know the person who did it, to look up the orange guy. I'll put his link in the description, but he's the one that found that one, so that was insane. But here you go, you guys can get up here, snipe away all you want. Spawn points are literally right there. Spawn point over there, spawn point over there, right there, and then all over the place, you know. Fairly nice location. Now the one thing I have noticed, I don't know if anyone can find a way, but if anyone can find a way, shout out to you. But this tree, you can get half your character in there. I've tried RPGs, I just don't know an actual physical way to get in that tree, because there is a barrier that where you can kind of seep in. You see that? You can seep into the tree. So if you guys can figure a way to get actually on top of this barrier here, that would be absolutely insane, and I'll give you guys a shout out. Coming over here is one of my favorite spots. This was an accident. I didn't think much of it. I actually came over here, and I looked at this panel, and I'm like, okay, there's a cage here. Can't jump on it. You can mantle this. Can you jump on it? No, you absolutely cannot. Can you jump on the cage on the side? No, you cannot. So there's an absolute barrier here. Let's see if we can jump on it, right? I did this a couple of days ago. Came up here. Ran up here. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it dips down immediately. So what you need to do is... Okay, that was a very bad explanation. But what you need to do is come up here. All the way up. Jump up on the wall. Don't look this way because you mantle over the wall, not onto it. And strafe around the cage. Not onto it, but around it. That's why you had to do the curve to the right. So if you can't right strafe at all, you gotta practice for this one. And I would just keep practicing until you get on it. And you just gotta land exactly where I am, because this is where you couldn't stand before. Again, you can slightly move to the right. I don't want to move too far. But you guys can move to the left, and you guys can walk around on this barrier here and walk all the way up to the wall. Sadly, I've tried an RPG, so you can't get on the roof. That would be cool. Maybe you can shotgun jump an RPG. That would be absolutely insane. So just get a player down there, and then just boom, shotgun jump. I don't really know how shotgun jumps work in this game, because every time I tried, you don't really get the boost. So I don't know if you have to put shared health damage on or whatever. Let's see if we can loop around it this way. I don't think we can. It seems I'm a bit too far out. Yeah, you can't go around this way, unfortunately. That would be cool though, because it's pretty high up. But unfortunately, guys, I mean, it is a cool spot to get to. But the only downside is you're knifeable. So that's the only thing about this map, guys. That's all the spots you guys can pretty much get. Everywhere else, everyone's just going to lay in the grass. That's basically knowledge to my hands, or whatever to you guys. But yeah, that's basically Downpour / Daybreak. I don't think Daybreak's staying in the game. I really don't think so, because I think it stays till the 27th. Maybe something like that. I can't remember exactly. Something like that. Alright. Winter Crash. There's a good amount of spots you guys can get to. A good amount. Showdown. A lot of people know how to do the RPG now, but if you don't know, again, it's sprint RPG. Simple. Explained earlier. Okay. I will show you guys where to put your crosshairs. You're not going to get a first try every time you do the crosshair lineup, because I've done it so many times with the crosshair lineup. But once I got it, I did it 4 times in a row, and I still went over the freaking lamppost, and it annoyed me so much. I was like, you know, I'm done. Just go, start the game. Other than that, I got in it again, and I was like, okay, whatever, dude. Absolutely whatever. Again, you guys can shotgun jump on here to the crate. The best way to do it, I've actually recently learned, if you're gonna play hide and seek, if you're not keeping headshots only on, I suggest using shared health, because if someone's gonna team kill in hide and seek just because they're stupid or they don't understand or whatever, or just because they want to be secret, they're gonna kill themselves too. Or split stealth half and half. So, oh crap, I realize I'm killing myself as well, so I'm not gonna shoot anymore. That would defeat the purpose, right? Then again, it's not freaking free for all, so it's not really gonna work that well. But yeah, grab jug if you don't have it. Come over here. Again, you guys, this is where I was on about what the guy did. He jumped and then RPG'd, or jumped and RPG'd. He also tried doing it backwards. Again, it does not work that way. If you want and you can't do it, you can strafe it. I don't see the point strafing, because some people realize, oh, you gotta aim for there. No, you're actually aiming for the edge. So look at this white piece here on the car, the far left side of it. Aim down and just sprint jump. And again, as I said, it's on the edge. It's on the edge. And here's what I mean, guys. Look, I'm crouching. Oh. I'm crouching. Okay. I'm using the stick to stand up. I'm even jumping. It's not letting me jump or stand. But here's another RPG. If you guys are feeling really low-key, you can RPG that. You can. And then you guys can walk along. Now, the sad thing is you can't just jump at the window because it's broken. That's the only way to get there. So, if you're not knifeable there, good luck. I mean, you have one of the best spots in the game already. Unfortunately, I wish you could do the bounce jump all the way up there again. Because then you could just run over here on the roof, bounce jump off this thing on top of that building, or on top of that. And then from there you can bounce jump on top of that. I mean, that's the main reason why they patched bounces. Too overpowered, guys. So another spot, again, poor him if you don't know how to do it. You don't need to be actually strafe jumping. If you line yourself perfectly up with this edge piece, come out as far as you can. That wasn't as far as I can, but you know, you gotta look up for that edge piece where you can just get on. And then you gotta jump at the right time. So, I mean, if you can't do the sprint jump way, just do the strafe way. It's so much easier, and you guys get in. Again, if you look at my crosshairs, I don't even have steady aim on. I've got deep impact, okay? So this makes it a lot easier. Now again, a lot of hide and seek players will use hardcore, so you can't use your aim assist with your stick. Actually, no, I have steady aim on right now. But without steady aim, basically what you're going to be looking for, I'll crouch here. You want to have the bottom crosshair lined up roughly there, right? So it's just off. You want the top crosshair. I'm hugging the wall, but I'm not all the way. I'm actually here. And you want your top crosshair to be right there in the pole, where it's just touching the lamppost. Just slightly walk out to the left, stand back, and then sprint forward. And don't spam the jump, because you're just going to keep hitting your head. And it's all about luck. And once you get it, every now and then you'll get practice. and it gets easier. Now, poor him does it this way. He just jumps and jumps. And some people just can't do it. I used to be able to do that kind of free running, but that free running just takes so much time and effort to practice over and over and over again. And many people have that patience to do that. So, I mean, hey, good luck if you can get up. And if you can every time, that's fantastic. But yeah, usually I do it this way, or I used to anyway. So you're not actually aiming for that corner because you're aiming for slightly there. And what I used to do in my video, if you haven't seen the glitch tutorial, guys, basically what I did was after I sprinted, I pulled out to the right and then jumped. Because the reason why, if you look at the roof here, it arches. So you want to aim for about here. And then you want to kind of jump. And it's all about, again, the right timing. You want to have your character basically off the edge, but not off the edge. It sounds ridiculously insane and hard. I know it is hard because I've done it so many times, and it just takes time to perfect. But you will get it, guys. Trust me. Just keep practicing. You guys will get up. It ain't the hardest thing in the world. There is much harder in my opinion because wet work seems a lot harder. And once you guys get this, you can just keep using it to your advantage. So I'm doing it with steady aim right now. If I switch teams, I should have... Yeah, perfect. I should have the M9, not M8. The M9 without steady aim, so you can see my crosshairs are not as small. And you can see I'm perfectly against the wall, right? I'm slightly aiming to the right. I want to pull it to the left a bit, pull out, and then jump. And you gotta aim for that piece right there. That's what I was doing earlier last time. So many times back and forth. It was like the best glitch of all time. Until someone decided to put a tutorial on how to do it completely. And that's where people started coming up here every hide and seek game, attempting to do it. And 70, maybe about 90% of the community can't even do this. So it's all luck, guys, if you guys can get it first try. I'd be surprised if anybody got it first try, to be honest. Not just saying that they did it first try because they've done it so many times before, but like someone that's never done it before, if you know what I mean. Like it makes so much sense then. But again, it's just a single tap of X and the right timing. I mean, you could crouch before you do it. What the crap? So like say crouch, men. There you go, see that technique there? The fact that I was crouching made it so much easier. So the way that Portham did it, if you look at the time from the time of crouching to jumping again, it's so much faster. That's why it's easy to strafe run. Because you're instantly crouching and sprinting, instantly crouching and sprinting. You see what I mean? So like jump crouch, I didn't hit my head. I did not hit my head. So I'm gonna come out here, and you just gotta crouch and then sprint out to the right time. If you time it right every time, you'll get it first try. So I line up perfectly for you guys. You'll probably see that my crosses are lined up perfectly for you guys, and then you guys can probably screenshot or whatever at the given time I do it and be like, oh, that's where his crosses are, maybe that's where I do it, and I'll get it first try every other time, you know? I mean, everyone has different crosshairs aspects. Like a lot of people might do it from this side or straight bang in the middle, which seems ridiculously hard because you gotta strafe to the left once you're in the middle instead of doing it the way I did it, where you just run in a straight line, like Portham said. Also COD Jumper back in the day as well. He actually has a modded server on PC for COD Jumper. It's literally COD 4 original. You can jump super high. It's really fun. I quite enjoy it myself. There you go. So I mean, if you looked just then before as I just got up, look at where the crosshairs are, just pause it as soon as I stood still on that ledge and you guys will get our first try. And jump up here. Jump up again. There is no sky barrier, guys, just jump up on the wall. Now, don't walk on the beams because you fall right through them, even though your boat's hitting them. You will fall through, okay? Don't walk on them. Now, same goes for any of these other ones. On this side as well. Even though you're shooting, it doesn't mean it's walkable all the time. Now, you can either left strafe to these pillars, or you can right strafe. Personally, I prefer right strafing to these ones. Not that it's my best strafing side either. Now, from the distance you're looking at these pillars, you can actually strafe jump these. You can almost sprint jump them. But this spot was where Purim was, and he was like, I'm just gonna put this guy like a sick dog. He's almost good enough for the third time, you know, so I'm just gonna kill him. And the one thing I really wanted to see was the ability to come off these ladders. And I don't think you can get back up from this way. No, absolutely not. But if you're going to those pillars, just be careful. But I recommend going to the far back pillar over there. I've got a full video on it, on where I got to, and it's the easiest way to do it. So again, I'll try and do it until I get on this side, and then you guys can see where the crosshair lineup is without steady aim again. And then, if you imagine where your gun's pointing like this, you'll probably get it first try in hardcore as well. You just gotta know where your gun is in the area on the floor that you're looking at. That's what a lot of people will look at, is where they're lining up. Not just the crosshairs lining up, but where they're lining up here. Like, I was lined up roughly here, but I ran out to the right still. So, I mean, you just gotta look out for where you're supposed to actually. So as you can see there, I almost did the sprint jump again, or a sprint crouch. So if I did it again, almost did it again. It's really hard because you gotta get the right timing. But poor him really likes doing it that way. Oh, okay, it fell off. You can almost get it every try, so I mean... How did I go right over? See, that's the thing you gotta look for as well. And I'll show you again how to do the sprint jump. I will get it, guys, don't worry. Ooh, if I was looking a bit to the right.
Chuki Beat Production.
There you go, see? Sprint jump. It's not hard, nothing hard at all. I almost did it again. It's the specific spots, guys. It's luck, but it's also the specific spot you gotta do it at. There you go, see? Line yourself up where my crosshairs were, and you'll get it first try. And again, if you look really closely, if it wasn't slow-mo, I jumped out to the right more. And I was actually more on that light side than any other side. So again, you can jump up on the roof, but don't jump over there because then you can't get back up, as far as I'm aware of. I did it again. I thought this was jump. See what I mean? Once you use a stick layout or button layout for too long, you get used to it and you just screw up. Screw up. So yeah. But again, what I did was, if you look closely here, right? I'm running diagonal, and as I run diagonal, I'm gonna pull out to the right and then back in left. So you're zigzagging it. So you're technically doing that in midair. This motion right here. So you're going jump, out, back in and out strafe. Purim just classes it as a strafe or a free run strafe to him. So it'd be like this in a way, like that. That's basically how Purim sees it. If you can master doing that, so immediately as soon as you're on the barrels, you gotta do the jump crouch immediately off the barrel. And if you keep doing that, if you can do that 10 times onto the fence without having too much stand-up time and hitting your head, like immediately as soon as you get on, you gotta jump crouch straight after. If you don't hit the jump crouch timing right, again, I didn't do it right. You can see that my character made the full jump height. You don't want to see your character do that. There you go, perfect. See, I mean, you're not always gonna hit it first try, but Purim does, and that's because he just practices free running every day almost. I mean, I would say every day, but he does other things too. So obviously not, but he probably has done in the past, if you know what I mean. So that's where he's getting that from. And again, I almost did it again. Almost did the wrong button to jump. It kind of puts me off, but you can basically see where you need to jump. Just look at the crosshair lineup again, and you guys will make it. No problemo. Again, there you go again. Again, I just crouched and I immediately went in out strafe and I did it. And again, now see, you can strafe there. Now you're looking at this, you're like, no way on earth am I gonna do that. Well, the shotgun jumps onto that, so obviously you can. And you can get on that one there. It just seems weird. No one's gonna really actually look on this one because the fact that there's water. Other than that, I wouldn't really recommend it because there could be a slight possibility that you can jump 90, so I would stay away from this pillar. Any pillars that can get you easily, like come up here, prone up here. I mean, no one's gonna find you when you're prone up here. This is godly lethal. But yeah, that's basically the Purim area, and you can get on this one. This one's kind of annoying to jump to if you're jumping from there, so just jump from here to there. You can go there and there, and you can't jump at the map. I've tried it before, it didn't work. There are 3 mantles in this map now, I believe. Yeah, there's 3. So there's this one here still. So basically, a lot of people do 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, or 1. So what I recommend doing if you're in a party is 3, 2, 1 mantle or 3, 2, 1. So if I say 3, 2, 1 mantle, what I want to do is as soon as I say 1, I'm jumping, and as soon as I say mantle, they're mantling. Because you're already on the head, and they're all, well, you're not already on the head, but you're about to get on the head, and they're mantling, and that pushes you up. That's what I always do. Again, you can just RPG up here. But the other, no, there's more than 3 mantles. You can get on that mantle up there. This one's harder. I'll tell you why in a second. I don't think many people have even tried doing this one on their own. In a hide and seek, other than hide and seek with no game. So you come up here in this last window. You want the player to be standing roughly just after this first peg, and you want him to be ready to do this. The animation is annoying, I know. You don't want to be standing right up against it because you're climbing into it. That's bad. So stand right up, stand back until you're about here, and you can see that I'm only just climbing on, so my head's still here. That's where you gotta look for. So that's the first person. Again, what you want to do, see, I can't jump. Okay. Now, if you're right up against the wall, you would have to walk out and jump. Walk out and jump. And just keep mastering walking out and jump. See right there? I'm hugging the wall. Walk out, jump. So, if you look at my hands here, walk out, jump. Okay? Walk out, jump. Just keep practicing that. If you can't just do it from hugging the wall, what I recommend is doing this. 1, 2, 3. Tap it very lightly, then jump. It's so easy. If you can't just then jump, see there? Too many. 1, 2, 3. See? Sometimes you can't jump it. So hug it. 1, 2, 3. still have to slightly go out, but it makes it a lot easier when you stand out. So you go 1, 2, 3, and then you go 3, 2, 1, mantle. But that's the thing that goes wrong right there. 3, 2, 1, mantle. Perfect. You would easily get up there. 3, 2, 1, mantle. Perfect. See? Just keep mastering that and you guys will get up. The other mantles that are required slightly more intelligently hard to do. The reason why I say intelligently is because they're a lot harder to do and they're not as simple as you may think. So come up here. On this wall, you can do either left or right, depending. So this way, you preferably have them there. This way, preferably here as well, because you want to jump off the head. You bounce off the head and not there. No RPGs required. Just jump, jump. Basically, because you're jumping and you're turning. Obviously, so it's a strafe, mantle, off the head into the tree, and then from the tree, jump into that light pole, and you're set. And you can maybe jump it to that. I'm not entirely sure. I've tried having a person stand here because apparently you can't get through unless you jump, right? So I tried down there, I tried RPGing onto one of these, didn't work. Came over here. The first player needs to be standing right after the blue tarp on this brick here, from here to here. Have an RPG. Don't sprint jump then RPG off the person, because what you're gonna have is 3, 2, 1, mantle, right? And when the guy says mantle, you're actually gonna jump, not sprint jump, but just jump and then RPG off him, like that. Because obviously as you hit your head, you're getting up here. From up there, you can jump in this tree, up to there. Or, once you're up there, you can either jump on there as well. And from up here... Oh man, I really hate this one, but you can still do the bounce jump. It's really hard to hit because it's somewhere here. I think it's right... Yeah, right here. The spot right here. So when you hit that, sometimes you can get a player to stand here like this. Wait. Yeah, get a player to stand like this, jump on the head, you'll bounce back up as well. And you'll get on top of the last pillar here. Both of them are really hard, but that's basically all the glitches. That's basically how you do pour him as well. Hopefully it helps you guys out for future references whenever you come to this on hide and seek against No Game or pour him or Tricks, whoever you're playing with, or just having fun with friends. Again, it's just cross your lineup, practice with RPG strafes for RPG strafing. 20 sensitivities are a lot harder to do than the pour him, I absolutely assure you, which is Wetworks. Wetworks is the hardest glitch by far right now, according to pour him, because he can't do it still. I'm waiting to hear if he can do it or not, but I mean, it would be cool if he can get it first try, but he still hasn't done it or had the time to do it. But other than that, guys, that's basically been all the glitches I can show you for now. If you want to see more maps, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll see if I can try and get many more maps out for you guys. That will hopefully help you out to your Steam. And there you go. That's how you do it for a third time. Except I didn't walk too far forward enough. So hopefully it helps you guys out. I'm MWR. I'll see you guys with the next stream. Peace out, everybody. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.